Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern. The DC universe has seen its fair share of video games. Some are classic and really good, while some are considered by many to be the worst video games ever made. Much like movies, there are always people out there that want to take something, make it a video game, in an effort to make profit based off of its popularity outside of the video game industry. MMORPGs are not immune to this practice either. Here we have the combination of all these forces into one entity. This is DC Universe Online. Before I get started, I'll just let you know this isn't going to cover the entire game and every single feature. The fact that massive is part of the genre, not only the number of people playing out there, but often the scope of the game too, is the reasoning behind that. MMORPGs often try to cater to as wide of a fan base as possible, so you'll have PvP and PvE mixed together, solo, small group, and large raid gameplay all mixed in one title. This review will cover my first impressions and mostly PvE solo content. Perhaps further reviews will follow, covering more content in detail. Okay then, enough talk, on with the hero work. Released in early 2011 by Sony Online Entertainment, DCUO throws you into the world of the DC Universe to fight among the ranks of Earth's mightiest heroes and villains. You will create a superpowered human to your liking. There are several powers, fighting styles and weapons, and movement powers to choose from. Mix and match however you want and create the look of your player as well. This is one of DCUO's strongest points. Character creation alone can take quite a while, designing the type of character you want to play. The options are pretty much limitless. Once you're done and you've decided if you want to be good or bad, you begin by escaping from one of Brainiac's ships to play through the tutorial. Now this is possibly the make or break point for most people playing. DCUO is an action MMO and heavy on the action and heavy on the clicking if you're playing on PC. Nope, you won't be waiting for cooldowns and spamming lightning bolts in this MMO. You'll be smashing, slashing, shooting, pounding, or blasting baddies throughout gameplay. The game designers wanted to get away from the auto-attack, spellcasting MMORPG feel for one that kept you more engaged and moving in battle. Overall, it works fairly well. Auto-targeting and clicking like crazy will take out most of your foes, and as you progress and become more powerful, you'll have a bigger arsenal at your disposal. I think my favorite part of the game is that it makes you feel like you really are in Metropolis or Gotham City fighting with the heroes and bad guys we know and love. Or maybe hate, because you'll be fighting some famous faces as well. Comic book fans will definitely get a kick out of smashing faces with Superman and getting direct orders from Batman himself.
Hello, Batman! How nice of you to finally drop in!
Now it is more action-based than some other popular MMOs, but it will have a lot of familiar elements as well. Missions are your quests you'll be completing in DCUO, with your usual objectives like defeat X number of enemies or find X number of quest items. The missions are pretty streamlined, however, one flowing right into another via your communicator and mission journal. Definitely an improvement over having to run back and forth between quest hub and quest area. And again, your fights are against Grog's forces or the Joker's henchmen. The immersion into the comic book world is definitely a lot of fun to play. There's a lot to keep you busy, PvP arena, small group alerts you can queue in, and in-game raids to strive for. A lot of solo content too if you're not into the whole massive side of it. Collections, achievements, costume pieces, there are things all over the place to find. So does DCUO compete with the big name single player titles that were released this past year or other MMOs out there? Well, the answer is kind of simple. Find out for yourself, because as of November, DCUO is free to play. Yep, suiting up and saving the day won't cost you anything. Mostly. Free to try would probably be a better way to put it. Your free account is pretty limited with only 2 character slots and limited inventory, chat, storage, and trade options. Premium is only $5, unlocking a bit more content, and for a monthly subscription of $14.99, you'll become legendary and unlock all features and DLC packs. It's worth the $5 at least in my opinion. If you really like being super in the action style of combat, $15 may not be that much to you. But try it out first. You never know, you may be Earth's next legend.